Hey, what's going on? Oh, sorry. Shibby, how you doing, man? How is it going today? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Got that goat emoji. We're all goats. All right, cool, man. We are here. Monday morning. We are here. How's your trading going? Did you get anything in Asia or London? All right, let's see here. Missed the NQ in London. Nothing in Asia. Yeah. Yeah. I got a nice NQ trade in Asia after everybody jumped off. Let's see if I can. Where was it at? This one right here. This was in Asia. Crabbed. I crabbed it. I grabbed a this type too. This wasn't the greatest setup, but I was like, nice bottom wick here. Coming down for a little bit. Let's see how it goes. Nice retest. Took the shot. Came all the way up to here. And then market decided to keep moving down, but it was good. It was a good trade. Good trade. Good trade. All right. Just going to test the audio levels here. Give me 1 sec. All right, I think we're good. Wasn't it the chart for Asia? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes Asia, man, you'll do an hour or two and then it's like, I'm not getting nothing. I got other things to do. All right, let's see here. Cool. Let a few more people come in and we'll do a little analysis on gold and NQ. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. The Project X was, oh, it was having so many issues. Yeah, I was worried that I don't know. I was like, what is going on? Checking it on both. I forgot about that. That's right. That's right. Yeah, cool. Nice setup. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. I got these cool lights now that give me different colors. So, makes it nice and clean, gives it a little bit of character, right? Gives it a little bit of differentiation. I like all that. I like all that. But yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I did streaming and stuff in the past on another channel, grew another channel. So, just taking what I know from that, putting it here. Whoa, NQ's moving. Let's get 2 tickers up here so we can watch them both. Let's see. Gold's moving. Thought about this level here on gold, but opening candle, 8 o'clock, 7:45 candle. It didn't really break that resistance. Usually if it's gonna close there, should have closed like right there. Little retest here would have been good to see, and then took off, but that's okay. Just wait for a better setup. Fine with that. Totally fine with that. Nice. Cool, cool. Sweet, sweet, sweet. What's going on, Nate? Dude, what are you doing? How you been, man? Oh, man, we gotta catch up. Life is crazy, isn't it? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you being here. Changing this to NQ. How's your trading been going, Nate? How's the family doing? Got back to the house? Nice, man. Nice. Hey, it's a good day if you can jump on here on a weekday. Right? I like that. That's cool, man. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, we'll take a look here at gold real quick. Got a nice month off before heading to Homestead. Yeah, that's good. Refresh the brain, refresh the spirit and the soul. You know, it's good. I like that. Gotta take that time. It's important. It's really important. Really, it's good, man. Looking at gold here. Let's see. Let's do a little top down on top step. Yeah, get that payout, man. Yeah, I'm actually gonna, here in a little bit, I'm gonna talk about something, kind of a little revelation over the weekend I had in regards to my trading, like why I'm even doing it, purposes. So, definitely want to share some of that. On the, hey, what's up there, Hockey Town? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to have you in the stream. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, excellent. We're just looking at gold here. Looking at a top-down weekly candle. Like to start there. We are possibly moving back up. It's a Monday, right? We just started. Yep, PMI this morning. Let me check the news. Where did you go for the news? There it is. Looking at news real quick. That's probably the best place to start. November 3rd. PMI as at 10 o'clock. So we got a little bit of time. We got time before the bell opens. How am I live at work? Because I know people. No, I'm kidding. No, I take Mondays off. I'm on the night shift now, so I work Saturday. So it gives me a chance to take off Monday. Yeah, so we got news in 2 hours or so. So we'll keep an eye on that. If I forget, please somebody yell at me. But looking at gold here, looks like we're a bit of a pullback, possible continuation. We don't know. I mean, the market just reopened last night, or maybe about 12 hours ago. So give it a little bit more time on the weekly for gold. We had a big move here. Daily reflects the same kind of information.Maybe have a level here, right? These candles kind of showing maybe this is an important area for gold. We don't know yet because this is an all-time high right here. So this is a new level. Never in history before has this level been here. So in the past, past a little bit of time, now gold might like this new level. So we'll see. 4 hour, kind of flat on the 4 hour. Looks like it's moving sideways, right? 1 hour, same, still kind of moving sideways, right? Might be this level, like I said, this might be a pretty critical area. Might have to mark some high time frames here, low time frames, or not low time frames, the 1 second chart, right? High time frames here. And let's go down 30, same, 15. So we're mostly moving sideways on the higher time frames. And this level here is somewhat important. So let's get down within that consolidation, which is what it looks like it's doing. Looks like it's just moving up and down like this, right? So we'll see here. Probably put this level. The hard part about these consolidation levels is, like, where can you trust to be able to buy back up? You know, that's a bit of a hard part when it's not moving in one direction. You know, so you almost have to look for cleaner ranges within the range, within the range that it's in. So maybe here on gold, something like that. Buys or sells down here might not be bad if it gets down here. It is moving sideways, so it could. It's been down here before, and it seems to move through this area pretty quickly. It doesn't want to really stay here. Just my analysis, right? It's like, I want to get through here. I want to get through here. I want to get through here. So maybe this area here is of interest. Up here, I don't know. It's pretty rough up here. We'll have to just see what it gives us. But no FOMO, no over trading, right? Stick to the rules. If there's a setup, we take it. If there's not, we don't. That simple. Do that every single day, and you'll have a lot of good, they say money doesn't grow on trees, but it kind of does for us, right? Go outside, pick $1 off the tree, do that every single day. Before you know it, you'll have a lot of dollars. Let's look at NQ real quick, and then we'll watch both of them. NQ's been moving a lot more up and down than gold. Just really big swings. NQ's been moving up a lot. Big gap there, big jump, but it's been overall bullish, I would say, for a while. Since May. NQ's been moving up since May. That's cool. May-ish. April. All right. Daily. A little bit of a pullback here. Possibly moving back up. 4 hour. Sideways. Possible moving down a little bit before it comes back up. 1 hour. That 1 hour looks a bit bearish. It's moving down this way a little bit, overall. Even though the whole thing is moving up. It could be moving up, have a little bit of a pullback, and then continue. So it's a bit of analysis there. MGC. MGC sounds like some kind of like fighter. In one corner, we have MGC wearing red. In the other corner, we have the trader who wants to get rich quick. Who will win this fight? What's going on, Trail Daddy? I missed your message there, sorry. Feel free to jump in, yeah, if you guys, I'm here for you guys. Let's talk, let's chat, let's go through stuff. I'm in this with you guys just as much, We're all part of Dan's mentorship. We're all doing this together. It's a hive mindset. And we're doing this New York stream to kind of, for me, fill a need, having that there on a consistent basis. Not saying that, anybody else can or doesn't want to do a stream. But, London's covered, pre-London's covered, Asia's covered. So having a consistent New York stream for me is I've wanted that for a while. So I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. I think New York will open around PMI. We'll see some sort of sweep of the liquidity developed during accumulation. That is definitely an observation. We definitely don't go through that kind of like strategy in the mentorship, which is fine. Everybody kind of trades their own way. Just be careful with mixing strategies. I recommend that you kind of stick to one and not mix them. Like I used to trade liquidity. I used to trade, death cross, and I used to trade based off of the 50 SMA, like all that stuff. And once I jumped into price action the way we're taught, I started deleting it. And, it's fine if you want to still trade that way. Just be careful mixing. Because if you start mixing, they're flat. This is what we're taught. Our mentor always says, that each strategy is really fleshed out in its own. Sticking to that strategy based on how it's been tested. I think of it like this: the guys who are making these mentorships, Raja, Dan, whoever, they've been doing it for a long time. We talked about this last stream, right? They've taken thousands of trades. They've tested this system thousands of times, so we can trust that. We don't have to take it for a test drive. It's already been tested. So, for Confluence. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, good stuff. The Doc's wife, Allison. Thanks for doing New York. Absolutely. Good to be here with you. Appreciate you coming in, Allison. Yeah, you guys. Appreciate it. Like and share, right? What's it say right there? Like and share. All the way over there. I can't get over there. Yeah. So, yeah, I love New York, man. It's my favorite session. I absolutely love it. And it's funny because I never used to trade New York before the stock exchange. I was always just like, whatever. But New York does open at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and I realize I shouldn't ignore that time because you can get some setups. So we got a good setup on Friday in NQ around, it was about around 10:30. Yeah, it was around 10:30, and it was nice. Today, though, with PMI, just be careful. Don't trade 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after, So, we'll see how it goes. We may get something before then. It's worth taking a look. It's worth giving it a shot. If we get something, we get something. If we don't, we don't. It's okay. It is a Monday. If you caught something in London or in Asia, you don't have to trade today. If you get finish the day on green, then, be good. Let's see here. All right. So I updated my passport yesterday. Got it renewed, or at least the process of getting it renewed, And I'm going to use it. I know we got the Bali trip coming up in April. I don't know if I'll make it to that or not, but I'm definitely gonna try and do something I've never done before. So my goal, I don't know how many here knew that. Oh, nice, Nathan, getting it done Wednesday. That's right. That's awesome. My excuse me. My goal here is, I mean, it's a long story, but basically, I want to use trading to change other people's lives. And what I mean by that is, right now, we sponsor kids through World Vision because there's a lot of kids in this world who, orphans or whatever, in third world countries, they just don't have anything. And you send money to them, and that money goes into the community, and it helps buy books and education, all that stuff, right? And so I decided, I've always wanted to like figure out, going on a missions trip, actually going to a country and helping them build, or helping them do whatever, build a church, build a well kind of thing. So I decided I'm going to go to Panama in February. I just signed up, man. I've been thinking about it for so long. I just decided I'm going to do it. So I'm going to try and make it happen. And here's the thing. We all know, Dan went to Dubai to like force himself to level up. This is my way of forcing myself to level up. Now I gotta pay for it. Right? And how do I pay for it? These little green and red candles right here. Dan caught some sick buys in London stream. I don't have an account at the moment. Was excited thinking about locking out until Asia if I had one. Yeah, for sure, Brian. Yeah, are you just in between accounts? Like you're looking for you're just waiting for like a sale or something on Bullinox. I think Veterans Day is coming up in the US, so Bullinox may do a 91% again. You know, that would be good. 91% off. I do 25K accounts because I don't really ever need to trade right now. I don't really need to trade 50 or 100 micros or whatever. I'm happy with making, a trade off of 10, 15, 20 micros. So a 25K account might not be bad, and you'll save a little bit. I got mine for 91% off on Bullinox. I got my accounts for $13 each. That's ridiculously cheap. That's absolutely insanely cheap. So, but I do have a code here on screen. Where is it? Right there. Oh, I can't. There you go. It's right there. If you want to use it, 75% off. I do get a little kickback on it, so just so you know, if you do use that code, Bullinox is like, oh, hey, here's $1 or something. So if you use that code, then you can get 75% off. I don't know if there's any discounts right now. I usually wait for 91%, so that's usually the better one. But they don't always have 91%. They usually do them on holidays, special events. I'm sure they'll do one for Cyber Monday, Black Friday. Yeah. Yeah, it's good that everybody got some trades in London. London's been weird lately, from what I've heard. That it's just been kind of hit or miss recently. Yeah. Sweet. Good stuff. Batter swing. Right, Jack? How you doing, Jack? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome to us trying to figure out the rest of our lives. What is this black square right here? Oh, never mind. Hate trade in London. Yeah. Yeah, for me it's 3 a.m. and I have traded London before, but I end up falling back asleep or something, and then I end up missing it. And I don't know, just 3 a.m. is just not the best time to participate in trading. One of my rules that I have on my wall here says no trading during sick, fatigue, or emotional tilt, because you will lose it. So if I do take a trade and I'm extremely tired, that's a rule broken for me. Nice. Just got approved to go to Panama. Done. Now I really gotta get it done. Now I really gotta step up. Yeah, cool. Now I'm putting my faith forward. I'm putting my faith forward, making a step in that direction, and letting God come up with the rest. God's like, you're getting an insane gold trade today. Here you go. Then let's do this, because I'm using the money for a greater purpose, not for myself. Eventually we're all going to be financially free, right? That's the whole idea here. But in the meantime, while I still got a normal job, and I like my job, this is an opportunity for me to do something bigger than myself. And that's really what I want. I want to serve. I want to do something bigger than myself. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like when you put others first in life, the feeling of giving is stronger than receiving. And it's just so powerful to do something for somebody else that you don't even care about the money. Like, it doesn't even bother you. It's just a great feeling. Stay away from London. Yeah, what's weird? About 3 to 4 months ago, Asia was horrible. I mean, it was flat. It was absolutely flat and horrible. And I was like, I'm not getting anything in Asia. So I started checking out London. Now London sounds like it's not great. Oh, yeah, that's right, Allison. God wired us for service. Yep. Yeah, 100% agree. Absolutely agree. Yeah, Asia doesn't move a few months ago. Yeah, it was pretty terrible. It was pretty flat. So we got this range here on gold. It's a bit back and forth. Best case scenario, I think, for gold, for what we do, is that it comes below this support level, comes down, gets into this area here, really buys. For so long we were doing buys on gold, and then it flipped. And if you look, right, we've got a higher, a lower high, a lower high, possibly a lower high. Look down here, a lower low, a lower low, a lower low. So I would say, I don't know if I can still do the channel. I'm curious. I want to show you, what's this tool called? It's a really cool tool. I like using it. Here we go. The regression channel. You can click up here on one of the highs and trace it down, and it kind of creates a, here's the direction it's going type of thing. So you can see in the trading world, people would call this a flag, possible flag within a flag. Now that's not something that we are taught in the mentorship, which is fine, but it has made higher highs and higher and lower lows, which we have been there. That is in some of the modules. So overall, to me, as it's moving sideways, gold looks a little bearish. So buying right now might not be the play. Not saying that we can't get a buy, but to go with the trend, though it may be slight, looks a little bearish to me. Just my personal analysis. Something like this isn't bad. You get your top wick rejection. I would really want this candle here to be a bit bigger for me to be able to participate. And you don't have very much room here. 100, basically about 100 ticks if you took this sell. 100 ticks is no small walk in the park, right? But I don't know, you're selling into a level. Here's another level. Really, I personally want to get out of this range. This range is like not good. NQ's moving a little bit. Catch up with comments here. Now the best session is Asia. Asia's been good, man. I caught, as you can see here, I caught a little rat scalp in Asia last night across 3 accounts on NQ. It was good. It was a clean setup. I was a counter trend, a little bit of a counter trend, right? So I gotta make note of that. I gotta journal that. When I'm doing my trades, I'm accountable for each one of my trades. I have to answer for them, right? So I need to put stuff in there like that to say, hey, listen, you know, you need to be aware of this. It was a little bit of a counter trend trade, even though it was a win. So that lowers your probabilities. You'll sell if type 2 and next 30-minute closes below 40.25. Cool. Yeah, this area here's got a little bit of range. Right here. But this is really ugly. Look at this. It almost looks like some like stair climber at the gym or something. You ever get sick and then like 2 weeks later you're still coughing? That's what I got going on. Yeah. Let's see, where's our news? PMI. I like watching news. Sometimes gold doesn't have a reaction on news. Not always. Sometimes it's like, I don't care. And NQ's like, and you're just like, where the heck are you going, bro? But NQ looks overall bullish to me. Definitely moving up. So there is an opportunity for sells though on NQ down here. Look at all this clean open range. But and then above NQ, NQ might be where it's at. Look at all this range above NQ. I'm gonna be watching NQ. Yeah. I'm just curious how MES looks in comparison to NQ. Check MES as well because they move similar. Not the same, similar. Big jump here. A big gap. Fair value gap. And that's the thing, right? There might be a gap there, but that doesn't mean it's going to be filled. That doesn't mean it's going to be filled today. It doesn't mean it's going to be filled in a week. Sure, eventually, probably. Maybe. It's moving up, so why would it may not come back down to this level, right? So that's why you got to kind of ignore the fair value gaps, because can you predict when they're going to get filled? No. Nobody can. Looks like we've got MES not as clean going up as NQ. Right, there's a level here. So I like to watch them both. If NQ is just not making it happen, then I'll watch MES. But even you can see, right, comparing the two of them, MES has come down a bit more before it's retracing back up, which is a good thing, right? We get a little bit more structure. Try some mullein or a single ammonia for those lungs. Yeah. I also have asthma, so that doesn't help. Doesn't help. That, yeah, I'll take that in consideration. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Appreciate that much. So, we'll see. I'm going to be watching NQ or MES for a trade today. I'm going to be watching gold as well, but I just don't gold's in a weird spot. I'm not feeling gold. Not saying you can't get something, you probably still can, but the range is pretty sideways, pretty consolidatory. I don't know. My English not good. But yeah, we were looking, see, and this is what I'm saying, right? We were just looking at this as a potential setup, and I said I would really want more strength in this candle, and the reason why I want more strength in that candle is that I can trust that it's going down. But now look at it, right? So watching for stuff like that and then seeing this and saying that makes sense now. That makes sense. But you know, price was all the way up here. Sellers pushed it down. Buyers said, forget you, I'm coming back up. So when you see the setup, you'll see the setup. And if you take the setup, then your job is done. You did your analysis. You're kind of in the market's hands at that point. If you click that button, you're in the market's hands. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to grab something. I'll be right back. Cool. Awesome. What do you guys, just curious, conversation. What are your, like, what's your main why? What's your drive for trading? Like, what keeps you going? You know, what's your why? If you don't mind sharing. Since we're just sitting around waiting for gold or NQ to present a setup anyways. Let's see here. Healing retreat and space to do prophetic painting. Interesting. What is prophetic painting, Allison? Is that like you see a dream or a vision and then you paint? Something like that? Worship with a paintbrush and then the miracles happen. I painted my friend. I did a Bible college with 18 months ago. That is cool. I'd never heard of that. That is really sweet. I like that. I really like that. You have any I don't know if you have like an online portfolio or something, feel free to drop it in the chat. I'd like to check it out. I'm not sure if you can do links in the chat or not, but if you can't, put like a space or something. I'll check it out. Mine's honestly financial freedom to start a faith-based flight operation. Yeah. It flies sick people or families cross country for life-saving or changing opportunities. Love it, Nathan. You're a pilot after my own heart. I love it, man. Yeah, that's sick. You know, talking about missions like I was talking about earlier, we all know missions and aviation have a connection. So that's something that I have considered as well. For those of you that don't know, I'm a pilot. Nathan's pilot, or working to be a pilot, and I think we just both of us just love aviation to death. Yeah, be a helicopter pilot. Talk about a dangerous job. Yeah, that's I actually had a friend who was a helicopter pilot. He started on the Robinsons, and he just decided to change it up and become a fixed wing pilot. I don't know, maybe he was just not enough drive to continue being a helicopter pilot, or he was I don't know, he just wanted something safer to fly. I don't know, but he ended up switching. That's the path I'm on now. So you know, fixed wing. Yeah. It's a lot of work, and if you don't use it, you lose it, which is where I'm at. Look, still playing with airplanes, right? Just bigger airplanes, bigger toys. Yeah, fixed wing's good. My favorite are tailwheel. I've done a lot of tailwheel flying. That's what I based my other YouTube channel on, was on tailwheel flying. Cargo. Did a bunch of cargo in Colorado. I used to fly big airplanes, would come in. I didn't fly big airplanes. I flew medium-sized airplanes, but big airplanes, big 777s, UPS, whatever, would land, and we'd unload all the crates off of those airplanes and put them on our airplanes, which were small twin engines, and then we'd fly twin engines about the size of a King Air, and we'd fly them across the mountains, across the Rockies. And I tell you what, you've never done a scarier flight for your first time until you come into Aspen and you can't even see the runway. And the way that runway is designed is it's up against a mountain, so you're one way in, one way out. And if you don't see the airport at like 9,000 feet, you're not landing there. You have to go somewhere else. So they have really high cloud ceilings. But yeah, landed at Aspen. Actually grew up in Colorado, so that was kind of a thing for me to get in there and actually do a landing in a town that I've been to on the ground so many times. To actually come in there on by air was pretty sweet. Yeah. Oh, you used to be a refueler. Oh, that's cool. Was that military? It looks like it just got a closure there on candles. Pretty weak, pretty dead. Wait, the market's gonna wake up soon. Right now, I wouldn't necessarily consider this candle much because we just had a couple of those, and then it went flat. Be careful when you get a one candle that's just like takes off. I've seen before either the next one will just go flat like these did, or it will reverse just like this. This is the epitome right here. Big move, or big move, flat, flat, flat. So let's see. Don't FOMO this one though. There's a level here. We really want it to be above this level and form some structure, right? Because it's already moved more than 100 ticks since this level. And I don't want to trade anywhere in this area for NQ. Have a fleet of King Airs and Citations with a couple. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, 145s are good airplanes too. Oh, GA. Okay, cool. Nice. Oh, okay. My brain went aerial refueling because I was in the military. I was in the Air Force, so saw quite a bit of that. Guys just sit in the back of airplanes and fill airplanes while in the air. Insane job. Don't fall out. That's cool. Yeah, that would be sick. Yeah, that would. How's the anybody's watching the timer? I got this timer, candle timer right here. Also have one over here for gold. How's the delay? Should be like 5 to 7 seconds difference. If you don't mind, somebody take a look at your chart. Just curious. See how the stream's doing. So, you know, if I take a trade or something or whatever setup, I don't want it to be 35, 45 seconds behind. I want it to be, you know, real time, as much real time as possible for you guys. Five seconds? Excellent. Perfect. Yeah. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate it. Thanks, Nate. Yeah, good. Excellent. So I don't think I can get much better than that, considering. So that works. Works for me. Yeah, that's good. That's good to. I'd like to see you guys get your aviation dreams. I don't know where my aviation dreams are now. I've done so much. Oh, they're frozen? Yeah. I think that's because I brought up Discord. For some reason that freezes when I bring up Discord. Yeah, so I've done so much in aviation. I just don't know what now I want to do. Other than kind of what I was talking about earlier. I don't know. What left do I have to accomplish? I've done it all. I've worked literally every job at an airport. I've even done ATC. Not in a live setting, in a classroom setting, but I taught. We had international students come over from China and some different Asian countries, and my job was to basically teach them how to talk on the radio and communicate with them. We did a full ATC class with them. Paragliding, that'd be fun. That's something I've never done. I've never done anything that didn't contain me within a metal tin can with a propeller and wings. So that'd be cool. Never went skydiving either. I can't though because I got kids, so that's why they have the indoor skydiving places here. I'll just do that. That would be better. Be safer. Yeah. You know what they say? Trading is supposed to be boring. If it's boring, you're doing something right. Our job is to take the same old boring trade every day or every other day. And I look at it this way, the exciting part is what it unlocks, right? It unlocks things like paragliding or flying in a citation or whatever. So it's okay that trading is boring. Our job is to sit here and wait. Our job is to wait for the right setups, take the setups or don't, and keep doing that consistency. My uncle was a commercial pilot in Bahrain. Now he's paragliding in his retirement. Sweet. Love it. Certainly is a human need. Yeah. The paragliding, I always wondered what paragliding in your elder years, how that affects your body. Because you're coming down, I know you're not coming down too hard, but when you land, you're moving, your knees could definitely take a lot of stress, or at least your lower back. I wonder if that would be, is there an age limit on that? I would feel like, I don't know, feel like the older you get, the harder that might be. I'm in my 30s, my late 30s, and when I step off a curb and I didn't realize there's a curb, I feel it. I feel it in my knee and my back and everything, and I'm like, oh no, oh. He's pretty fit, yeah. I guess it would be by the person. That's cool, yeah. Cool, Allison. That's cool. Finally got my accounts to turn pink. Master accounts. I was looking at red intraday qualification accounts for so long. I'm like, finally, no more red. Literally just pulled a muscle or something on my back yesterday playing basketball with my middle boy and can hardly walk or sit down. Oh, yikes. Yeah, a couple years ago, all I did was pick up a couple of jugs of liquid. That's it. Maybe 2 to 5 pounds each. One in each hand. And I stood up and my back just froze. And I crumbled over. I hit the grass and I was like, oh, I can't move. And I literally couldn't move. Couldn't even roll over. My back had just completely frozen. And I learned after that I had sciatica, which sucks. If you have sciatica, ugh. I'm sounding like an old person now. But that day, I'll never forget that day. I had to call my wife. I'm laying in the grass. Can you come get me? It was so pathetic. Magnesium and MSM. Magnesium gel. Interesting. Never heard of the gel. Can you put on your toothbrush and brush your teeth with it? Wow, 3 mining truck injuries. I mean, I guess it's better than being injured in the mine, right? Having it come down on you. NQ's moving here. No FOMO, no FOMO. We really want it to have a solid closure outside this range. But we got nice, clean range to participate on the left. It's moved a lot already from all the way down here. Absolute best case scenario, this closes about like that. The next one creates a small red, something like this one right here. And then we take the next one. Because it could be green, 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 right? So it's a little riskier if you take it. It is technically outside the range, right? We're looking at a type 1 here, but it's moved a lot from support. So I'm on a master accounts now. I need to be taking the best trades, the best setups I possibly can. They're not going to be perfect, right? So personally, I'll probably wait for a small red closure. Not something like this candle here. That's no good. This is no good because it's pushed back down. Same with this one. This is like the ideal candle right here. Maybe a little bit more strength. A little bigger. Let's see if I can find a better one. Like that right there. I want that candle. And then the next one opens, retests, and we are in business. Yeah, this wasn't a trade for me. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, Jack. Not yet, because of this level. We're still in this range, and it's just now slowly creeping out. You can see gold over here is dead. Nothing going on here with gold, not yet anyways. Do open cut, but I'm glad it's not more hurt. Definitely a driver to trade, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, Jack. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah, I got 2 master accounts now on Bolinox. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I got 2 master accounts. Crazy. It took me 6 months to pass my first funded Bolinox account. 6 months. And I decided I am going to trade. The reason why it took me so long is I decided I'm going to trade my Bolinox accounts the way I would trade if I was funded. And I also have a top step. That's my Bolinox. This is my top step here. So I'm looking at both at the same time. But the top step is still a qualification account for me. And the one sec. But I decided I'm going to trade my qualification accounts the way I would trade a master account. And that way, when I get a master account, it will not be a mental change. All I have to do is just continue. Nothing changed. What changed? The color on the screen? My possible, well, look at this thing go. It's your news candle. Wow, look at that. Is that a news candle? No, it's not even a news candle yet. 9:15. 9 o'clock, 9:15. Look at that. That's insane. It's insane. No FOMO here. No FOMO. Didn't even leave a bottom wick. This is not a trade. This is not a trade. NQ has a way of going up like this, and you're like, oh, it's going up, and you click the button, and then it comes all the way back down. Wow, that's 250 pips. Sylvia, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. No, you're not late. You're fine. As you can see, gold has been sleeping. NQ's been crawling. Now NQ finally woke up. But here's the thing. We experienced this on Friday. NQ did something like this. It creates structure, which then allows us to then get a setup. So I'm okay with this. I don't need to participate in this because it's creating structure for us to take the trades. Caught an NQ today, this morning. Nice. Yeah, I caught NQ last night in Asia. For me, Asia is at night. So yeah, I got a nice NQ play. In fact, I'll show you guys, for those who haven't seen it yet. This is my NQ in last night in Asia. I bought 10, sold 5 at partials, and then it hit my final partials. There's the evidence. There's the proof that I actually took the trade, right? I can't make those numbers up. So yeah, this is what I took here. This nice long bottom wick. This one here opened. This wick should have been a little bigger, which would have been nice on NQ. Maybe a little bit bigger of a wick, but you're not always going to get a perfect setup. Push down, entry, exit. And then look what happened. This is why I hate holding through candles. Oh, I just don't. If I'm in a trade, it moved all the way up here. See that NQ is like, NQ will pop and then it'll come all the way back down. So which is what could be happening right now. So be careful. This is what we could be looking at, the kind of candle this one could close. And then the next one's like, see ya, I'm gone. And look at it, went all the way down here. This is why I hate holding through candles. I like to get out. Because this, you hold through this trade and boom, you hit your take profit. I mean, your take profit, it doesn't even come near it. It comes down, hits your break even, or it goes further. Wow, look at this thing. Where did this come from? Just out of nowhere. Huge top wick here. Now gold's waking up. It's weird. I feel like news is... We're not at news yet, and it's really moving a lot. Is President talking or something? I don't know. It's moving a lot. It's okay. We might not get a trade. It is a Monday, so it's okay. Mondays are tricky. So are Fridays. What? You're saying, Nate, that it was 9:30 and then we moved back, but we changed our clock, so is it not 9:30 anymore? I feel like the markets are not open yet. I don't know. Hang on a sec. Let me see. This time change is always tricky. I also have the chart open, so I'd hear the bell when the bell opens. I didn't hear the bell. No, the market's not open yet. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it on my broker, and it's not open. It's not moving. So yeah, I should be opening in 30 minutes. Yeah, like NQ. I mean, gold just flat. That's okay. Do what you do, NQ. We'll just watch. MES, same kind of deal here. It definitely broke above that level, but now it's getting into interesting territory. There's a level here. Right there. MES, MNQ, pretty similar right now. But you can see MES basically had the same move, but it had it down here as opposed to up here. Yeah, whatever. It's okay. We get paid to wait, my friends. We get paid to wait. Seth, from the viewer's side, there's a lot happening on the screen. For example, the frames cover things. Very colorful is hard for me to focus on. Yeah. Don't take it as a criticism, more of an observation for someone watching. My opinion doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I kind of thought about that. You know, like in this corner and up in this corner here, it's kind of busy, so I might change it up. I'm just practicing, not practicing, playing around. I might move this stuff off the corners here. You know, I like to have some interesting movement and stuff on screen. But yeah, I appreciate your observation there, Sylvia. I might change it up a little bit. We'll see. I like to differentiate. The frame threw you off? Okay. Well, hey, I'm open to feedback. You know, I like having a frame because it kind of, I don't know. Like I said, it looks different. Looks different than anything anybody else has. So, make it a little bit less boring. Because staring at candles can be boring. Staring at Project X or whatever is boring. Like, they don't have any color up here at all. It's all just gross gray. But yeah, if it's too busy or it's kind of an eyesore, no, I appreciate that feedback. That's good. I'm always open to that kind of criticism. Down here though, like below my head and to the other side here, I might keep that. Maybe I'll get rid of the white and the blue on the sides. Keep this down here because it kind of, you're not really looking down here anyways. It's almost like a HUD, you know? But yeah, no, I appreciate the feedback. Feedback's always good. I'll always be open. I'm always open to constructive criticism, especially if the majority is like, yeah, we kind of all agree. Excellent. Good. I appreciate that. It's a great idea for standing out. I think it's also worth keeping in mind. Should be easy to read. Yeah. Yeah, simple is, keep it simple, stupid, right? You like it, Allison? That's cool. Appreciate that. Yeah, and you know, when I was watching like other people's streams, I was kind of like, they're looking at the same charts that I'm looking at, right? So watching their charts not as necessary when I'm watching my own chart. Still waiting for gold to close below. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, let's see what gold's gonna do. 40.24, so you have a level right there. Okay. Yeah, that's there is a little bit of range here. 100 ticks. Careful this level here. There also is a mini level here and a mini level here. So maybe if you're gonna take something in here, maybe take your partials before this part right here and maybe exit around here, or chase it, trail it with your stop loss, but beware that it could have a reaction off of this level, or this level. You're looking further to the left, Jack? Yeah, I see. So you're just kind of like whatever through this level. This might actually not look bad on a different time frame. On the 30. Yeah. Some good range here. Major level on the 30 and here. Because here's a resistance, right? Here's a resistance. Here's a support. Not on the 1 hour. The higher time frames always seem to be more trustworthy. Yeah, setting up for New York Stock Exchange open. That's right. That opens in 20 minutes. And then we have news at 9:45, which is 15 minutes after stock opens, and then at 10, which is 30 minutes after stock opens. So I personally won't probably take any trades between 9:45 and 10. Probably between 9:30 and 10, 30 minutes. I'll be looking for a setup maybe an hour, 45 minutes to an hour after stock exchange opens, and go from there. It's gonna look frozen for a minute. Just gonna try something here. Major 4-hour zone being rejected all day, so I'm anticipating this 4-hour to come down. Yeah. You're talking about gold? Yeah, you're talking about gold. Take a look at that in a second. I know my screen is frozen, you guys. I'll turn it back on here in a sec. There we go. Whenever I open up a new browser, it freezes the screen. I don't know, it's weird. I'm gonna test something here. Let's see how this looks. Let's see if it breaks my live stream. Did it work? There you go. How's that look? It's a little weird here. A little bit better. Less crazy in the corners. Looks cleaner? Yeah. Yeah, the cleaner the better. Yep, that's fine. No, I don't mind at all. Yeah. I'm always open to adaptation. Yeah, we'll play around with this a little bit. We'll see how this looks. Maybe change it up again. There's no rules. There's not that much interesting stuff down here anyways. It's just basically the bottom of the chart. But up here, yeah, you can see a little bit more. Yeah, I'll play around with it a little bit more. Cool. All right, let's see. NQ. Quite a bit overextended here. Big rejection. Yeah, that's right, Jack. I need 10 more. Yeah, 10 more indicators for sure. Oh, yeah, I need to get my Bollinger Bands out. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I definitely like the look of a clean chart when it comes to the candles themselves. Yeah, NQ, let's see what NQ decides here. 15 minutes till stock exchange opens. Yeah, you're gonna wait, Jack. Call it a day if it doesn't do what you're looking for. That's good. Yeah, if the market doesn't come to you, you just call it a day, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. That's what we're supposed to be doing. It's good stuff. Do me a favor, guys, if you haven't, like the stream, if you don't mind. Make the algorithm happy. Please and thank you. If you like it. If it's garbage, then don't like it. Give it a thumbs down. I'm just kidding around. Everybody's like, I don't know about you guys, when I hate when I open a video, I'm trying to figure out something, right? I don't know. How do I fix this audio cable or whatever, right? And the first thing they're like, subscribe, like, do this, do that, do this, do that. And I'm like, you haven't given me any value yet. You haven't given me a reason to subscribe. Like, give me something. Okay, cool. That was good. Now I'll subscribe. You know, that's kind of why I'm at. Like, show up, give your value first, and then ask for a like or subscribe after. That makes more sense. It's like if you were walking to a restaurant and they sit you down, they give you the menu, and then they pick it back up and, oh, sir, would you like to add 10% to your tip to your bill? I haven't even looked at the menu yet. You want me to tip you? I haven't even looked at the menu. L streamer, having the microphone on. Been talking on the microphone for like 20 minutes, muted. No, thanks, appreciate it, Sylvia. Yeah, I was just saying, what's Lean Hogs doing? And then I said, it's got quite a bit of a nice reversal here. Presented a nice little setup. We're just joking around. Wow. All right, Gold, are you gonna do this again where you reject, crash again? What's going on here? This is pretty bad. Gold's not doing anything. All right, I'm gonna move this resistance level up here since NQ has not given us any opportunity. If this candle right here would have closed like that, and then the next one gave us this type of hammer, the next candle would have been good. Oh yeah, sorry, I had it muted for a bit. I was sick for a couple weeks. I still have this tickle cough in my throat, and I just didn't want to cough in the microphone, but I forgot, got to turn the microphone back on. So yeah, apologize about that. Bad range for gold, yeah, Sylvia. Yeah, there's just no reason to get chopped up in this. No reason at all. Sometimes we just don't get the setups. This will unfreeze in a second. It's okay, right? Our job is to take the correct setups. Not doing this for the money, doing this to execute the proper trade based on the system that we were taught. Because the people that have done it before us have proven it is a working system, it's a working strategy, and we need to trust that. It's when we deviate outside of that that we start messing up, falling apart, and there's no reason to do that. Looks like we've had about 40 different views so far. 40 people have come in and checked it out. Appreciate you guys being here. Big time. Struggling to push up, so if it closes below the next 5 minutes, still happy. Yeah. You know, and look how many times it's rejected off this spot. Gold is just doesn't want to go above that level. So you might be pleasantly surprised here, Jack, if it can move down in that range that you're looking for. Yeah. And days like this, I'm like, gold is what we're trading, right? And NQ, it's just, I don't know, it's just leaving us kind of in the dust on both sides. One market is doing a lot, and another market's doing nothing. So we're kind of caught in the middle with no trades. It's fine. 0 to 2 trades per day. A 0 trade day is okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But even if I don't get a trade, that's okay. I already got a green. I'd finish today green. Monday on the calendar would be green, and I'm okay with that. I'm alright with that. Even if it was $20, you know, finishing green, it just gives you I feel like it gives you a bit of a mental buffer. You know, you get a little bit of a mental, oh yeah, I finished this day not in red. You know, it's good for the psychology. Even if it's just a few bucks. I had one day where I finished, it was like $2. Basically, it was a break-even day, because the way I set it up is I have my max loss limit, and we were talking about this on Friday. I allow myself half of that to lose per trade. So like here on Top Step, my max loss limit is 500, and so I don't want to lose more than $225. And if I do, then I'm done for that session. I get one trade per session, unless I take a trade, exit, and I'm like, I need to wait for a better entry, and then I'll get into a second entry. But coming back to break even on the next day or the next trading session is nice, which, you know, usually $2-3 in profit is usually when I came back to break even. Yeah, gold is it's moving now, Jack. You might get what you're looking for. I'm gonna personally stand that one down. I can definitely see where you're at, where you're thinking, but I want to wait a little bit for a better setup. For a better setup for me, not saying a better setup in general. You know, I'm looking for something a little different, which is fine. Everybody trades differently. Nothing wrong with that at all. You might not get a chance though, Jack. This thing's moving. This thing is moving. We'll see. Well, here's your tick counter. About 100 tick range. Yeah, it's moving. Well, you have this rejection wick over here to the left, so we'll see if it has anything, if it does something similar or not. It might just melt here. But if it does, it will present probably something else later on, possible. We do have news coming up, and stock market's opening in 1 minute. We have news coming up in about 16 minutes. Hopefully the bell sounds. That's the bell. The stock exchange is open. NQ is, it's like it fueled up and it's just rocket ship out of here. RIP. FML RIP. Yeah. Yeah, be careful if you're going to trade right now. It can whipsaw. You'll see NQ is going to move a lot. If you haven't traded stock exchange before, that first stock exchange candle is red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. And then it resolves somewhere in 15 minutes. And you're just like, I don't even know what just happened. I've seen NQ before. It'll do this where it's 4, 5, 6 candles. And then it just one red candle just melts. And I call that NQ is taking the stairs on the buy and falls out the window on the sell. There's a major level on NQ. But above that, I'm going to move it up a little higher. See, this is taking the stairs and falling out the window. This is more like the level. Let me check the higher time frames on NQ. Oh, it's really ugly over here. One hour. That's an all-time high right there. Man, NQ's pretty ugly for buys, even though it's moving up. A lot of stuff to the left. There you go, Jack. Your red candle's moving there. A lot of choppy junk. All these dojis right here. I wouldn't be surprised if it has a reaction off this level right here. A lot of indecision right here in the market. A lot of indecision. Dang, Jack. Sylvie, you got in? 1K. Nice work. Nice work. Waited for that double tap. Yeah. Got your runner. Yeah, just be careful on that first New York candle. It'll bite you. It's bitten me before, which is why I didn't take anything. Which, you know, no judgment. If you took it and you got something, you know, 2 micros, yeah, you can make a lot on 2 micros. So, yeah, no judgment, no judgment. Just be cautious with that. It's a very unique time to trade. It's much different than anything else. That New York Stock Exchange candle open is it is tricky. Most of my trades on the New York candle, yeah. And I've done that too, Jack. There was, back in July, every day I was trading the first candle. I didn't even care. I didn't care about structure. I didn't care about anything. I said, it's moving one direction. I'd hit the button. I'd wait 15 seconds. I'd hit the button. And it was just a quick scalp. And I was doing really well. I actually got all the way up to my, my profit target. And I crossed my profit target on my account. But when I closed it, I got slipped. And it came back, and I was 4 ticks shy of passing that account. And then I went on tilt, and that account, I blew that account within the next day or two. Because I was chasing that, I got that sick win. I'm, 4 ticks away from passing. And I'm glad I did, from my perspective, I'm glad I did not get funded. Because if I would have got funded in July, I would have spent the $143 to activate the account, and I would have blown it. Just like everybody talks about, blowing their first funded. That's when I would have blown my first funded, right there, guaranteed. Because I've blown qualification accounts since then. And it wasn't until I locked in at the end of September and I said, if it takes me all damn month to take trades based on my rules and based on what we're taught in the system, in the setup, it takes me all month, and it did. But yeah, crazy story. There's a guy, Cody, in the not to shout out Cody, because I know sometimes he gets used as an example. Poor Cody, love Cody, but I guess he got within, I don't know, 25 cents, 35 cents of passing an account, and he never passed it. He ended up blowing it. Can you imagine coming that close, being 25 cents away? Yeah, Sylvia, the market just opened, right? NQ's creating some structure here. So is gold. Look at that. Jack, you took a sell here. See? It will do whatever it wants. It came all the way back up. That's what's crazy about this. You're like, oh, this looks good for a sell, and then it reverses on you. Yeah, Sylvia, New York Stock Exchange opens at 9:30 New York time. I like to take my phone, and in there you can put world clock, and I put in New York or other time frames. New York's the same as mine, so I don't put New York in, but I got Dubai and stuff. Maybe put a world clock on your phone or a timer or something for New York Stock Exchange. You already got your 80 pips. Yeah, good. That's good. Good day, Jack. Might consider locking out if you're up. If you're up for the day. We got news in about 7 minutes, and then we have news again after that, and then I'm thinking maybe we'll start seeing a potential setup within the next hour. Heading to bed, Jack? Yeah. Yeah, hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate the conversation. Appreciate you being here. Good job, and good to see you, for sure. Catch you tomorrow. Yeah, chaos. Good way to put it. That's right. I'll probably give it I think another hour on the charts on the stream. Do another hour. We'll watch news. About 10:30. If I don't see anything by about 10:30, which is about an hour from now, I'll probably watch offline. I don't need to trade today. I'm good. Want to, of course. Want to try and get closer to my profit target and all that, but there's never a need to trade. If the setup's there, I'll take it. If the setup's not there, I'm not taking it. Plus, I think I have biscuits and gravy waiting for me. I can smell it. It's coming through the vents. So, biscuits and gravy, homemade from scratch. Yeah. Sylvia, are you still in Asia? If you don't mind me asking. You still traveling? Sounds good, Sylvia. Yeah, sounds good. Get yourself some souvenirs or something, right? Some really good ramen. Best ramen I ever had was in Korea. I'll never forget it. Never forget it. Oh, I appreciate that, Sylvia. Leave the computer on for the stream. Yeah, I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Yeah, the YouTube loves watch time, right? So that's good. I appreciate that very much. Rock on. Yeah, enjoy your shopping. Go get something cool. Yeah, we'll be here. Yeah, we'll be here for about an hour. I think about an hour. Unless we get a great setup at 10:30, and then it'll be a little longer than an hour. Yeah, we got 4 minutes till news. Be careful if you're going to trade. Recommend waiting. I recommend waiting at least another 20 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes before you jump into anything. Oh, okay. Huge jet lag. Yeah, wow. No kidding. It's not like you didn't just fly across the world. Wow. That's pretty awesome. I bet you got some great stories and great pictures to share. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I miss Korea. Korea was fun. Anybody who's in the stream hasn't said hi yet, feel free to jump out of the shadows and say hi. If I haven't met you before, or if you're, just chilling. Not everybody's chatty type, which is fine, but feel free to say hi. Start a conversation if you want. We're just watching candles anyways, right? So helps the time pass a little bit if you're wanting to talk about anything. Best ramen I had was in London at Harrods. I've been to Harrods in London. That place is insane. Talk about shopping. That place is insane. Yeah, London. Yeah, I went to Harrods District, and we got the ladies went and got tea, and all the guys went and got cigars. It was great. Man, big pullback on NQ. Gold's still moving in this range here. Yeah, my favorite food in Korea was yakimandu, and I love yakimandu and bulgogi. Oh, I can still taste that bulgogi with onions. Oh, so good. I spent all my money on bulgogi and yakimandu while I was there. Oh, it was I being from the middle of the United States, I never tried anything like that before. Before Korea, Thailand for me was the best, but Korea beat Thailand. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I love Thai food as well. I'm kind of a fool for Asian food. Any Asian food, I'm a sucker. Love sushi. Love Thai food. Love Korean barbecue chicken. Love whatever buffet Chinese food, which I know is not real Chinese food. I still love it though. It's bad for me. Interesting level here with gold. Nice rejection here. Not bad idea, not a bad thing for a scalp here, but you do have a level right here, and then you have another level and another level. If you're going to take a scalp, be aware of these levels right here. This isn't, to me, an A+ setup. I'm looking for an A+ setup. This is a nice rejection back up into the range, and it is moving back up, but not something I'm willing to, this is not something I'm willing to journal, right? I don't have to describe in my journal why I took this. So, and I give myself a rating on my trades. If my trade is good, bad, A+ setup, if I took a FOMO trade, if I broke a rule, like I'm documenting all that. And I'm not an expert. Like there's sometimes I'm going to miss opportunities, especially while I'm on stream talking and stuff. Just gonna check my audio levels real quick. Cool, good. Yeah, gold's waking up a little bit, maybe. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles. We're still in this range. Anybody see anything they like? Did just hit that news candle. PMI. This is currently the candle, the news candle. We're in the news candle right now, the PMI candle. Just moving on gold, but not on NQ. Let's see. Is it moving on MES? Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Huge. Projection. Very similar to what NQ did. Not bad down here, but this is a major drop. See how it's the ranges? It's doing the same kind of move, but it's in a different spot. On MES, it's down here. In Q, it's up here. That does change things, even if it's the slightest. All right, let's see here. Interesting how this candle here is a news candle on NQ, right? And on gold is like going the complete opposite direction. But yeah, this candle right here, I mean, it's moving, it's starting to move now. And if it closes below this support level, then we'll see what it does after that. This is an interesting spot for NQ. This was Sunday night open, Asia, Sydney Open right here. Nate, you still in here? You still in? '30th subscriber, High Drain. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I don't want to make any assumptions. Maybe you're female. But yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Number 30. Awesome. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, you came in on Friday, I believe. Changed up a little bit. Just kind of, we were talking about it earlier. Just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Give it some different look. But yeah, welcome back. Appreciate you being in and 30th subscriber. I've only had this specific YouTube account and the TikTok account for like 3 days. So, and I put out a bunch of content over the weekend to just try and draw some, algorithm attention, and seems like it's going all right. But I'm not doing this really for me. I'm doing this because I want to have a opportunity to have a New York stream for the group, and it's gonna eventually turn into something bigger. They always do. I'm sure Dan, when he first started, he just like, let's see where it goes, and it grew pretty big for him. The one thing about TikTok sucks though is you can't live stream till you have 1,000 followers. But the worst part about that is that you need to live stream to get followers. People need to see your content and show up and interact, and then people start following after that. So, that kind of sucks. But actually, a different TikTok account that I can go live on, and it's when they did the TikTok shutdown or whatever, I think it's grandfathered in. But now the rules are you have to have 1,000, which is ridiculous. Yeah. Whatever. So we're just here on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Your name's different in Discord. Right? Your Discord name's different, Hydrain? I could be wrong. But yeah, lot of good stuff for the community. Yeah, we're all trying to cover a session, right? Asia's covered, right? We do Asia. Perry's doing Asia, but then also we do the voice call, and then pre-London. I think Ty does pre-London, and then Dan usually does London, and then New York has kind of been open and out there. So I was like, hey, I'll do New York. So I had to do it on my own YouTube channel, though, out of respect to Dan and all that. Not in the group, not in the Discord, because it's his mentorship, it's his group. So I don't want to cross any lines there. I want to respect his group. If he wants to do New York, then obviously that's going to trump anything I'm doing, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, gotcha, Hydrain. Sounds good. Yeah, it's good. New York, such a great session. A lot of volume in New York, especially around the stock exchange. And typically after lunchtime, there's a short window, about 30 minutes to an hour, where you can get a setup after New York lunchtime from 12 to 1. After 1 o'clock, about 1:30, I've seen some really good setups. And then after that, it's not really the best time to trade, because the stock exchange is starting to close up shop for the day, and things can get weird and wild. Two minutes till the next news candle, which might not be a high impact. It might be a PMI number 2. Yeah. So we'll see how it moves there. get these news candles out of the way and then let that form a structure and see. Yeah, we just had a news candle, Sylvia, at about 15 minutes ago, and it looks like we're going into another news candle right now. Yeah, you missed Dan on the Discord. Yeah, sometimes, especially since he's on the opposite side of the world from me, it's kind of hard for me to keep up with like London and stuff. Most of the guys that are in Australia and stuff, it's like they're going to bed right now. So New York is super late for them. Let's see if we get some whipsaw craziness coming up here in 1 minute. That's the next candle. Look at it go. I've traded these candles before and I've been burned so bad. You're like, oh, I'm going to pass my account in one shot. Yeah. I've never been able to do it. I was like, I'll buy a cheap account and just throw it at the wall and see what happens, and I've blown it. And then the reason why is because of your trailing drawdown, right? Every time it comes up, makes a high water mark, as they say, and then comes back down, you're eating away at that trailing drawdown. Trailing drawdown sucks. I don't think anybody likes that. Yeah, I think we'll do about 30 more minutes, and then we might not get a trade today, might not get a setup, which is okay. Don't mind. But let's see what happens in the next 30. We'll watch this one, see if it forms enough structure. Then the next one, if it allows it, and then 10:30, maybe 10:30, which is 30 minutes from now, maybe 10:30 will give us a setup. If not, maybe around 11 or so. But the closer you get to New York lunch, the worse it gets. You gotta find your windows and pick your windows. Is a Monday, right? Gold's just really stuck in this range. Just does not want to come out of this area. See what it's been doing here. Go from the bottom here, measure it. Bit of a pullback from the all-time highs. Just my perspective, I think, I think we might be dropping still. Gold came in all the way up here, all-time highs, almost $4,400, which is insane. I remember when gold was $1,600. I remember when it was less than 1,000. So now it's pulling back. I guess 4,000 is a psychological level here, right? Because we're basically in that 4,000 range for gold. So take it or leave it. This is kind of what it's doing. You can see the higher highs, the lower or the higher lows. If you guys are looking for that tool on the left side in Trendline Tools, that tool is called the Regression Trend tool, or you can look at the Parallel Channel tool. I like the Regression Trend tool. That's ugly. So is this. 3 rejection candle wicks here. It's not looking great going back up, just to be honest. Probably not until about right here. Yeah. I'm actually gonna move my level about right there. Don't want to, but I really don't want to trade in this. And it's only because there's more over here. There might actually be, let me come back down for a sec. It might not be bad in here. Let's have a look at how many ticks we're dealing with. There's some range there. In this little spot, I say little, 140 ticks. So we could catch something in here. But then there's a major level there. It's a big level right here. So we'll keep it there for now. Yeah. Which is basically what we're getting close to. So this range here with this yellow, where I've got this yellow tick ruler, is about all we've got. Wait a minute. Nope. Forget that. I got this here to consider. So that's really ugly and choppy right there. I don't want to trade in that. Look at that, leaves us like no range. This is a major level. I'm gonna have to put it here. I don't want to do that, but I also don't want to take a trade in choppy garbage. So I think that's where I'm at for my buys. Gets above this level, then it's a lot cleaner. These little levels here are not really much consideration. So we'll go with that. It'll keep me a little safer when taking buys. Or it could form more structure, new structure. Yeah, gold is, I'm just not seeing it in gold right now. Other than below here, there's something to be said for this level down here, which is about 2 to 250 ticks, I think. Yep. About 250 ticks worth of range. We can do something there. It's got to get down there, though. And right now it's not. NQ moving down. Possible. See how this does, right? We've got some range right here on NQ. A lot of red though. 450 ticks of range. Wow. All right. And even below that, we have this fair value gap, right? This gap right here could get filled. So sells on NQ. That's the thing though. This is where it's a little tough because overall the bias is bullish. Look, this gap here is still wide open. Overall, here's another one, but that got filled. This is an entire week's worth of time right here. This whole thing. Because this is Sunday, Asia open, Sunday, Asia open. So, but it looks to be overall bullish. It could be bullish turning around and moving down. We've got lower highs and higher lows. So it could be doing something like this. Nope. Not that. really messed that up. This. There we go. Something like that, where it's the price is kind of coiling or tightening, as they say. And what usually happens is you'll have price do this, where it you know, the higher the lows become higher and the highs become lower, and it kind of tightens, and then it has a big move. It has a big move one direction or another. You know, it's basically the consolidation phase is over. Like here, oh, whoa. Right, the consolidation phase ends and then has a big move in one direction. So we'll see. We'll see what NQ does. But we do have some range to in the intermediate, in the smaller, we have a little bit of range here. Right here. Price action is trash. That's right. That's a great way to put it. Yeah. You're onto something there. Let me see if I can find. Where's the bin at? There's your trash can. All right, now let's add the rest of it. Dumpster fire. Might get a type 2 on buy on the next 15 NQ. Yeah. Good observation, Shibby. For sure. Yep, that's why I kind of like waiting. You know, it's forming some structure here. Yep, I think you're onto something, Shibby, for sure. We'll definitely take a look at that here. See how this candle closes. No bottom wick on the current hourly is a concern for price to create. Let's take. Are you talking about MNQ? On gold? Okay. This is the hourly on gold? Yeah. Yeah, no bottom wick. A lot of green. A lot of green. But on NQ, with this giant top wick here, 4 hours looking a bit confusing, right? Which direction does it want to go? Up or down? It moved down. Put that over there. That's for gold. Now it's moving back up. So the 4 hours not really showing much. We just had the 4 hour open 15 minutes ago. So the new 4 hours, this is the new 4 hour, but it is moving back up. So we could potentially get ourselves a nice 4 hour wick fill, and we could catch a buy back up. Seems like that might be what NQ is wanting to do right now. We might be able to catch that in the next couple minutes. So we'll see. The 1 hour moving back up, or maybe this candle. Yeah. 1 hour looks good. I like the 1 hour. 30 minutes. I like the 30 minute. The 15. The 15 and the 30 and the 1 hour look exactly the same, and the 4 hour. And that could just be because they've all just opened at 10 o'clock, right? It's only, those have all been open for 15 minutes. So they typically match when that happens. Yeah, they all match. This candle's only been alive for 15 minutes on all time frames. So, best case scenario for me is that this one, let's see if I can draw here. I'd like to see a stronger, wow, this drawing tool is so garbage. A stronger green with a nice bottom wick. I need a better drawing tool. Stronger green. Best case scenario is even maybe a bit of an engulfing candle with that nice bottom wick, and then that next candle going that way. But we might just get nothing but red. Gold is nothing but green, and NQ's nothing but red. And that's how it closed. Garbage. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing much of a setup here. I think we'll watch one more candle. And then we might not get a setup for a couple of hours, which is okay. This is showing some indecision because price moved all the way back up and now it's moving back down. Same here on gold. Moved all the way back up, now it's moving back down. So it's a choppy day. I think it's just a choppy day. It's like if you're a surfer, you know, it's choppy and it's not a good day to be on the water. Wick down all the way down and come back, close green, NQ. Yeah, right. That would be very nice, Shibby, if this one has a double bottom wick and this candle comes back up and closes green. Now would be the time for that to happen. So yeah, good call. If it does that, I'm interested, very interested. Closes green somewhere in here, you know, be really nice. We'll see. If it doesn't do that, it keeps moving red, then we're just gonna have to call it. Because that's the trade that I want, right? I want to wait for the best setup. I want to wait for the good, solid trade setup. I don't want to take anything else. Do that every single day, and before you know it, you'll be funded. Or you'll be profitable. It's crazy how simple it is. But it's so hard. It's the hardest way to make easy money, like they say. It's hard to not take stuff like this where, oh, I could have got in down here, bought the bottom, sold the top, you know. But yeah, this definitely has to close green. Excuse me, it definitely has to close green for me to be interested. Wonder how MES looks. See, now if that had closed green on MES with a little bit more strength, that would have been nice. That'd have been a nice type 1. Because we'd be in this candle right now. Yep, we'd be in this candle right now. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Look at all that clean range down here. See, we got no setup here. We got not a 1, not a 2, not a nothing. Like, make up your mind there, NQ. Give us something here. But if it doesn't, that's alright. It is coming back up a little bit. Get that double bottom wick. And then we are in business. Win, lose, or draw. Take the right trade. Can't control how the market moves. So we take the right trade. We do our job. And that's it. And it could be a losing trade. There is a probability, right? We have a 70 to 80% winning probability, maybe even higher, depending on how well you let the setup kind of cook. But there's still probability, right? You still have 20 to 30% chance it's gonna just not do what you need it to do. And looking at NQ, let me just double check the high time frames to see what our bias is. I want to say bit of a pullback from a bullish move. This is on the daily. Bit of a pullback here. On the 4 hour, definitely a pullback. So we could be flipping bearish. It's kind of hard to tell. You know, we do have higher highs and lower lows. So this could just be, but it could be temporary. NQ could just have this small pullback and then continue up. So it's hard to tell the overall, is it bearish or bullish? It was bullish for a really long time. This is definitely what I would consider a super small pullback, but we could have something like this where it pulls back a little bit and then goes. This just a little bit bigger. It is potentially moving down, so taking a sell here is not too crazy of an idea right now, especially if this goes up, down, up, down, up, right? If we're in line here and there's a big rejection wick there on the high time frame, now it's potentially coming back down and might create a lower low here. So I'm thinking this area as a sell is not too crazy of an idea. And then coming back to where we're at right now, that's kind of what we're looking at. So that higher time frame does align, but we got to really see green here. We were talking about a buy though, Shibby, so I don't know. You ever have days like this? The market feels very confusing, right? It feels confusing, and I've noticed this in the past. I have to pay attention to that. If the market feels confusing, then it really should not be traded. I can count multiple times where I've traded in chop and just been burned. You know, best to just wait. See, like gold here might be doing something here. Wouldn't be bad to for gold to come back down, get a type 2 here. Nice top wick on that other candle. Might be looking at gold instead here. Let's see what this one does. If it flips green, nothing. But we do have a little bit of range here. We have a couple hundred ticks. We could catch a rat scalping here. If this thing chills, gold, don't go any further than that. That's about the max that I want you to move. You've already engulfed this candle. You don't have to go anymore. Just stay right there. It's gonna melt. You bastard. See, the markets, today's just in New York is just not what we're looking for. That's okay. That's why we have Asia, we got London, we got other sessions. But we'll try it. We'll see. About 8 of us left here in the stream. For you that are still here, for those that are still here, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for being here. Thanks for sticking around with me. I've had a lot of people dip off. About almost 50 views in the recent statistics here. So those of you that are still here, thank you for being here. Appreciate you very much. Yeah, every day, Shibby. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be here every day too, unless I'm like extremely sick. But even if I'm really sick, I might show up for a little bit. At least, you know, I might not be trading because it's against my rules, my personal rules to trade when I'm sick. Plus, I'll probably sound like hot garbage and look like hot garbage, but yeah, that's right. Yeah, better miss a trade than lose a trade. I couldn't have said it better myself. Exactly. I like your name. It's very robotic and futuristic. It's like A.T.DH10 powering down. It's like R2D2. Yeah, I don't think NQ is going to give us the buy opportunity, but that's okay because it's going along with our analysis on the higher time frame, right? It looked like it's coming back down, or it should come down to make a lower low, so it makes sense that it's moving in this direction. That's fine. See what gold does here. Gold might be our only potential opportunity here. And we're dealing with pretty big ranges here. So even if this were to close here, you're looking at 130, 140, between 120 and 140 size stop loss. That's a lot. So it definitely could it could be a 1 micro day. Went back to sleep for a bit, but back here. Yeah, welcome back, Brian. Hope you got a nice little cat nap. We're just we're not getting anything here. You haven't missed much. Gold has had a potential here, but now it's melting way beyond what we can take. You have no idea how to change it. I want to use my puck trader, but it's what it is. You should be able to, if you log into your YouTube or your Google account, your YouTube, change it on your YouTube, and it'll say view my channel. Even though you don't have a channel, click on view my channel, and then you should be able to go in there and change it. I might be able to show you on screen. See if I'm logged in. No, I'm not. Give me 1 sec, guys. Let's see if I can help you out here. Puck trader. Is it still frozen? Yeah. I don't know why it does that. Wow, great market structure today. Great price action, huh? Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I can't bring it up right now. But you probably could trade it. I mean, change it through. I'd say change it through YouTube. Try and change it through YouTube or change it through Google. Maybe just ask AI or something, and it should be able to. Oh, look, you did it. Nice. Yeah, yep, it worked. Puck trade, it worked. Test. Perfect. You got it, man. Nice. Yep. Excellent. Cool. Yeah, I was trying to figure it out and show you, but it was not letting me. I think it's because I'm live and I can't change anything on YouTube when I'm live. I'm not sure. So, but excellent. Well, I don't really see anything here. Been on for a couple hours here. So, just want to thank you guys for being here. We'll keep watching off stream. Maybe after lunchtime, catch a trade around 1:30 or so. But right now, I'm not seeing nothing. Nothing that I want to participate in. The market feels very confusing to me, so I want to stay away from it until it figures its crap out. So I just want to thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you very much. Good hanging out with you. We'll do it again tomorrow. Yeah, you bet, Puck. Absolutely, Shibby. Absolutely, anytime. Yep. Yeah, you bet, Will. Better to not trade, that's right. Yep. Appreciate you very much. Good, I'm glad you guys didn't get burned. Nobody got a bad trade. Nobody got a FOMO trade. Nobody got an over trade. So that's good. Excellent. Yep, you bet, Hydrain. Yep, see you guys. Have a good one.